our point of view, we believe that the UK tech sector in 2016 is going to look a good deal different and hopefully a good deal more successful even than it is today. And from a personal point of view, and certainly from what we're seeing in the market, a good deal of that success is going to be driven effectively by, I suppose, in the old world, B2B or enterprise class technology. And really, this is the first piece of us trying to put that jigsaw together, and indeed, a number of the speakers are doing a lot in that space as well.
So many companies did the same thing for like 50 years and thought life was going to continue, and they kept making the wheels shinier and all this stuff, and it just died, the business died. And there's something about how do big companies connect with startups to give them the different types of ideas to help them change the orthodoxy and be a lot more successful.
The challenge simply is that you go away from that meeting and you basically have to come up with the solution of how they can work within the company. What was really helpful is when a small company comes to us and says, this is how we propose we work, this would be the pilot, this is the cost of the pilot, this is the time frame that it would take to do the pilot, this is how quickly we believe it can scale. So a lot of the time is typically spent on the idea and selling the idea rather than the execution. And I would suggest that if you have a chance to meet with a corporate and pitch your product, that you spend a good portion of time on how it's going to be executed, because in the back of the person's mind who's meeting with you, they're thinking, great idea, but how do I actually make this work?
Our broad scope is basically to go out and find things that might make life better for customers or easier for colleagues. About 2 years ago, there started to be a bit of a shift in that these companies don't always bring their own technology to us anymore. They bring their partner networks and their technology, which is really what sort of kicked us off along the whole startup thing.
Every single tech company comes to us, right, and they say, well, we've got this artificial intelligence platform that runs off Java and runs on a and you watch these brands and they're going, huh? And it's because they care about markets and users, and the best thing we do is we say, don't talk about the technology at all, just talk about the use case. And telling that story is so important.
With big businesses, things like style and presentation and usability matter hugely, of course. But the thing that actually I found gets decisions made is numerical data. So you have to prove that your business is improving their P&L position.
You need to make yourself as large as you can when you're dealing with corporates. For all the reasons we've heard, the fear, are you going to be around tomorrow? Stand on anybody you can. Stand on your investors' names, if they're angel investors with good names. If you're about to sign a contract with someone, stand on them in a subtle way as well. Anything you can do to bring your credibility, press, anything, any way of building your credibility so you're larger, so you take away a little bit of the fear or the concern of dealing with a startup.